to answer your question, this game is basically brand new. What I am playing here this is a gauntlet of 6 pre-constructed decks that you get to play for free, that you don't have to have the cards, you don't have to own the cards to play these. So these are pre-constructed decks. I've not played with this red deck that we're about to play with. There were people, no, this is against another player, so I get to pick one of the 6 decks, and your opponents get to pick one of the 6 decks to play with. Oh, I think this deck is smorky. I think this deck has a lot of heroes in it. Like, the red and the green heroes are, like, kind of beefy. Modifier with, after you play a non-item card costing 2 or less, this hero card gets +1 attack. Well, that's pretty good. After you play a non-item card... Oh, that's... Okay, so these, like, combo together. That's sweet. Yeah, let's put that on him. So, modify... So, there's two different keywords in this game. One is modify and one is give. Modify is a permanent buff. And give is a until end of turn buff. So this saying modify means that it's going to be something that's going to happen permanently. So you can see here, normally these cards bump straight across, but they just played a card here called Compel that allowed them to change the combat target for things. So they changed my Centaur War Runner here to be attacking their creep here, which is good because my Centaur War Runner was going to eat their squishy blue hero. This hero has Retaliate 2, so steals damage back to my opponent. What is this game? This game is called Artifact. It is Valve's new digital trading card game. I don't think I'm going to do anything here. I feel like I'm going to use these and like stack them up on the guy in the first lane. So this game has a lot going on. I'm not going to give a full how to play every time we play. I'd encourage you to look up a how to play video on YouTube. There are a bunch of them basically. So if you are interested in learning how to play from the basics, check out those. In the meantime, I'm going to try and explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it like we always do. So normally you can only play cards in the same lane as your hero in which you're playing cards, but improvements are a special type of card that you can play across lane. So here you can see this hero cleave X, where X is equal to half its attack. Okay, so stacking attack on this is going to be really good. So I want to play this improvement to increase its attack every time I play a cheap card. And then I'm going to put this on here so that way it powers him up even more, so I can go ahead and kill their hero. So killing heroes early is good because killing heroes and creeps gets you gold for the shop phase. So there's 3 different lanes, and then after you play the last lane, you get to go to the shop phase where you get to start buying things. Equipped hero has 2 attack and pierce. Equipped hero has 2 attack and siege 5. I don't think I want 2 attack and pierce. Nah, I'm a liar. I do. Let's grab that. Just want to like kill their stuff ASAP. Alright, so my deck is mono red, so normally you can only play cards in a lane where you have a hero of that color in that lane. So normally you want to deploy your extra heroes into lanes where you don't currently have a hero of that color, but since this deck is mono red, I'm just going to put my hero where it's most profitable here. So my opponent is simultaneously deploying a hero as well. So I'm hoping my red hero goes across from their black hero here. I don't choose where they deploy in the lane, and perfect, that one deployed where I wanted it to. So you get to choose which lane your things deploy into, but you don't get to choose where they deploy within that lane.
Your flesh burns, no?
2 piercing damage, standing tower before the action phase. Sure, so this is going to kill this. So there aren't individual turns in this game. There's a system, yeah, there are only 4 colors. There aren't individual turns in this game. This game uses what's referred to as an initiative system. So basically, whoever last didn't play a card, they get the chance to play a card first. This is whenever you play a non-item card costing 2 or less, give this 2. So I can play this here. And it'll go ahead and give this 2 health permanently. Sweet. And now this is going to go ahead and bump there. After you play non, I'm going to hold on to that for now, I think. And this is already killing this, so I'm just going to go ahead and bump here. So the things that show up in combat, it kind of shows you what... The game shows you what's going to happen if nothing happens on this lane. So if nothing happens on this lane, their thing's going to die. And mine are both going to live, and their tower is going to take 8. Modify red hero with, after you play a red card, give this hero to its ally saber +1 attack and +1 armor this turn. That's pretty good. I think I'm just going to go ahead and have combat happen here. Because, like, we're just bumping the heroes off. So, the red and green heroes are big and beefy in this game. And, what's the order? After you play. So, red and green heroes are really beefy in this game. And green and blue and black heroes tend to be more squishy in my experience so far. So this guy's got cleave, and cleave, I don't think I can see what cleave, I'm pretty sure cleave means I hit the things next to him. Yeah, so cleave's gonna hit these two guys to his side. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pass here, because he's already gonna kill all these things. Hero has 4 health, so then these shop cards are cards that you use to modify your heroes and increase them, so giving extra health sounds good. Equipped hero has 2 attack, and equipped hero gets +1 attack after sure. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of items here. So I've been one of the upsides to being aggressive early and being able to kill a lot of their stuff with these red decks is that you get to basically just slam into their stuff as quickly as possible. So my opponent's stacking a lot of stuff up on this right lane. So to actually win the game, hey Skirt, thanks for the 2-month resub, I appreciate that. You have to win 2 of the 3 lanes. So I gotta decide, do I want to fight over here? They have 2 heroes to deploy this round. So I need to put mine, I think I'm gonna put mine over here. Because they're kind of ahead over here, so I'd like to hopefully have them be less ahead there. Alright, so where are they deploying? They deployed to the left and to the middle. And they got a good deployment here. So again, this deploys to a random 3 over there. So this deployment to the left in the center lane could have gone a lot worse for my opponent. They could have gotten this position in front of one of my heroes, which would have killed it right away. Alright, so this thing's already killing that. Modify a red hero with 1 armor. I'm gonna go ahead and give this an armor, I think. Oh, it gets me initiative too. That's pretty good. Choose an ally, choose a new combat target for it. Swap equipped hero with another ally. So I'm gonna put a health bonus on this guy.
Suits my needs.
I have not played Infinity Wars. Yeah, I think that's what this is, Marty. I mean, like, this deck's definitely aggressive, but like it's not like a turn 3, 4, 5 you're dead deck, right? Can you explain how initiative works? Basically, whoever last didn't play a card gets to play a card, and then if they choose not to play something, it goes back to their person. You just go back and forth, and then once both players say yes past the turn, so my opponent passed, so I'm going to pass here, and then combat happens simultaneously, and the things that are marked as going away, go away. So I was the last one to play a card on the first lane, so my opponent's the first one that gets a chance to play a card on this lane, is how it works. You can see here, these are attacking straight forward, this is attacking here, so this...
You are nothing compared to a god.
So they can play cards across lanes in this game. So again, I think I want to prioritize pressuring their creatures out of the game. So if I use new orders here, I can redirect it to this guy here. So now their hero is going to die here. So I'll collect gold for killing their hero, and their hero's not going to be anymore, so I can't cast any more spells. I'm going to go ahead and put the pike on this guy, so that way he's got more attack, and the pike gives him more attack every single turn. And then my opponent passed again, so when I click pass here, it's going to go ahead and deal damage. And their Zeus will go away, because that's what was going to happen. How do you know a hero's bounty? I actually don't know the answer to that. Here, you got to click into it. Bounty 5. So if I click in here, bounty 1. So you can click in there and see what their bounties are. Kraken shell. Modify hero with 1 armor. Alright, I'm going to put health on here. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and Kraken shell this. Just to like get the initiative back for the first lane. All heroes are 5 bounties. Okay, good to know.
The treasures of the deep.
So modify again is permanent, and then this triggers the Rising Anger and Heroic Resolve. Yeah, Marty, I was wrong. This is definitely the aggro deck. Alright, so I can look here and see which of my characters don't have boots yet. I think I'm going to take more boots. Alright, so I don't have enough money to do that. I don't think I really want the town portal scroll. No, this is the mono red deck. I felt like starting the evening by smorking people. The blue-black deck, we played the blue-black and the blue-red deck last night. The blue-black deck did not feel good. Hey, Shadow Monarch, thank you for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So my opponent has 3 heroes to redeploy. So one of the things that's important to recognize this game, so I've been killing their heroes off, but killing heroes isn't a permanent advantage in this game. It's not card advantage to kill their heroes. It's just a tempo advantage to kill their heroes, because heroes, after they get knocked off the board, they come back 2 turns later. Alright, so this is just going to kill this right away. So again here, like looking at this board, if I don't do anything on this board, my opponent doesn't do anything on this board, all 3 of their things are going to die, and this is going to die for me. Oh, and then this does damage at the start of the turn, so that's changed now. So now this is going to live, sure. Give a hero, alright, daggers. I don't really have anything to do here. I'm just going to go ahead and pass, and then if they want to let damage happen, they can let damage happen. I assume they're going to have cards to play, though.
I won't die today.
What was that card? Equipped hero has +4 health and -2 armor. So it's still dying. Alright, it's still dying and mine's still living, so I think I'm okay with that.
My daughters show their affection.
So when they summon new guys, they path, and cards have a 50... If they don't have something in front of them, they have a 50% chance to attack straight forward, and they have a 25% chance to attack to either side. I really don't have anything I want to do here. I don't think it's going to impact the combat really for me. Alright, so as of right now, these 2 are going to trade. This is going to eat this, and this is going to live. Modify a red hero with give its allied neighbors 1 armor and 1 attack after you play a red card. So I could go ahead and put Phase Boots here, which will kick this guy's health up by 4, which is going to let him live through this combat, which is ideal. That's really unfortunate for me. So friendly fire, he just made 2 of my heroes battle each other, which now means that these are going to trade. So we've kind of lost this middle lane now. I don't really have anything I can do, though. Modify here with 4 attacks. That doesn't really do anything for me, so I'm just going to go ahead and let this happen. So the opponent's deck, on average, has scarier endgame stuff. So someone put the imps, phrased the imps in the best way possible. I thought it was a great way to think about it. The imps are basically the advantage bar in this game. So I'm actually going to do... So they can't play anything in this one, so I'm just going to hammer this one. So this makes everything bigger, and then I'm going to double edge here, which makes this +8, which then powers up the other things. And then actually I can kill this tower here, right? This gives +4 attack. Sweet, so that's like exactly... It's actually exactly 38. So just like smash. I might actually be able to kill. So in this game, you win if you either you kill 2 towers or you kill the same tower twice. But the second time, the tower has extra health.
15 seconds
remaining. Do I want to fully heal a unit, or do I want to get 2 attack and siege? I think I want 2 attack and siege. How am I liking Artifact? It's very busy. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I think busy is an accurate definition of what's going on in this game. Okay, so this thing is currently dying. Maybe I should have gotten the full heal. A lot of my heroes were getting low. So, and again, in this game, every time your opponent plays a card, the priority passes back to your opponent to play a card, but you can't actually respond to your opponent's card. When your opponent plays their card, the thing just happens that that card says, which is important to note. So I think this is actually just going to die here. There's nothing I could do about it. I'm an idiot. I should have gotten the... It was greedy for me to grab. Like, this is 22 health. Yeah, it was greedy of me to grab...
Anger a god?
It was greedy of me to grab what I grabbed. Honestly... I might, at this point, go all in on this right lane. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just play this out here, because this guy will come back with the modifications that I put on him. So I'm gonna go ahead and equip this guy up here, because he's gonna come back later with the bonuses on him. You can spend money on the game now, but this game's gonna have a secondary market on it, so I don't really want to put money into it if I'm gonna be able to, like, buy packs and crack them, if I'm gonna be able to buy singles later. Yeah, from a software perspective, Valve's done everything right. The software that accompanies this application is just quite fantastical. Just very, very good. So I can go back over here. Sure, yeah, this lane. So basically, I need to make sure I don't lose one of these two lanes while I slaughter this lane over here. Is what needs to happen. This is that I think I want to try. I actually haven't double killed a lane yet, so I'd kind of like to try that. I have 2 heroes coming back next round. So I think I want a God Strength here to permanently give this extra attack, which then pumps up its allies because of the modification here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put weapons on both of these, so those stack up too. So I'm at 22 here. Yeah, secondary market through Steam.
Behold, the power of science.
Perfect to stick Kuko with.
Why am I only hitting this for... Oh, that disarms, right? Oh, that's awkward. So disarm means this big boy doesn't get to attack. So I probably should have put God Strength here.
What we need is
Probably.
a bigger gun.
Secondary markets are like prone to a lot of abuse like that. This guy's not dying anytime soon though, so like I'm gonna have more time. So my next turn, I've got 2 heroes coming in. I'm probably gonna deploy one of those heroes to one of these other 2 lanes, probably the middle lane, to try and make sure this one doesn't die. And then I'm gonna put one of the other ones, stack it up over here, so that way I can really win this lane by a lot. Something similar to Arena. No, I'd be one of their big selling points is that like it's gonna play MTG finance games. Heal a unit 6. Yep, in. I think I'm in for a heal 6. So now you can see the top left-hand corner, I've got check marks, which means I get to deploy 2 heroes this time. So they're deploying heroes too. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in over here, I think, and I'm gonna put this in the middle. It's awesome that I got 2 creeps here. So there's 2 creeps that spawn every round, and the creeps spawn at random. I want to donate bits. They haven't donated you before, but with Streamlabs, I have no idea how to donate bits instead of cash. So you just click the Get Bits button, turn 3 card liberated in your Twitch chat, and then once you get bits, you just type cheer, and then the amount of bits you want to cheer in chat is the chat message. Perfect. And again, these deploy at random, and getting this, I can't do anything in this lane because I'm not going to have a hero. Yeah, come on. So over here in the center lane, my red hero deployed across from their blue one, which is good because that's going to eat him. My imp is very sad because I have nothing going on here. Hey, Huzza, thanks for the Twitch Prime support. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed with that. What's going on, Wait Seal?
Behold, the power of Zeus.
That's pretty good. So they just played a card. You could saw it dealt 4 to my heroes in all lanes, but that's still pretty okay for us. Just gonna go ahead and pass here. Yeah, so it's kind of like you're playing 3 games at once that can like impact each other. Burning oil, your tower has retaliate to. What does retaliate to? When it's attacked. All right, so I think I'm actually going to put Retaliate here. That sounds pretty good.
Bronze Legion always comes prepared.
So that means when something hits it, they take 2. And then I don't think I want to put God Strength on this lane. So if I Healing Salve this is taking... This is how much health? It says 8. So this is taking 7 at the moment. So if I heal this, this'll... I think I'm just okay with these 2 trading, actually. Because, like I said, I'm just, like, trying to, like, have this tower, like, not die. And I have another hero coming back next turn that I can deploy to the center. So I just need to, like, keep one of these towers alive. And then I need to, like, smash through over here, I think.
Nothing will save you.
Oh, is that what he does? He stuns. Stun, tides out enemy neighbor this round, and each other enemy has a 50% chance of being stunned this round. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, I have an ability here too, right? No, it has Retaliate. One of these things has Deploy something, right? Summon a Loyal Beast. Crap. So those bump off. Alright, so I'm going to start here. I'm going to start here by using Tide's ability to stun their stuff. And stun means they can't play stuff, I believe, right? I believe that's what stun means. I don't know how I'm supposed to see what stun does. They can't play stuff, can't attack. Alright, yeah, it's like disarm plus more, right? Oh, that was loose because now I can't
The forest has made me resilient.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and heal this. Just like get him plussed up. I don't know if my plan of trying to 80 this tower is gonna work out here. Fully heal a unit. Sweet. I can do this and this. Oh, I forgot to activate the Beastmaster. Totally forgot to activate the Beastmaster. Yep. I'm gonna put him in over here. I was gonna try and destroy this lane. So we both have 2 heroes coming in next turn. It is kind of scary that they have this guy going, which can deal 4 across lanes. Choose an allied hero and another unit, they battle each other. So duel's actually pretty sweet because my guy on the far right lane has a couple of modifications where whenever I play cheap cards, they get bigger. Yeah, but Kent, I have 2 heroes to deploy next time. Next turn I have 2 heroes deploying. I'm like, this lane is dead, but like this lane's nowhere near done, so I can like drop 2 heroes in the middle next turn, and like my 3 on the right get to be really aggressive. So like, this is, remember, we're playing like 3 turns ahead, basically. Yeah, Smash will get rid of the cannon, which is one of their better ones. Tron, some people, thank you for the biddies, I appreciate it. Does the curve RNG take a lot? I don't know what you mean by curve RNG. You mean playing more cards the later you are into the game? Like having more expensive cards to play later? Is that what you're referring to as curve RNG? Alright, so I have the initiative here. So this thing's at 10. Duel, choose an allied red hero and another unit, they battle each other. So this thing, I can't quite kill this just yet with any of these. Start with Smash. Oh yeah, start with Smash because they have this stupid steam cannon, right?
15 seconds remaining.
I'm unstoppable. My flesh grows tenfold.
And then oh, you know what? I could have. Oh, the Centaur has retaliate. Oh, they got one of them. Crap, I had the full heal for that too. Damn it. And this is why the initiative is important, because you can't respond to stuff. So I should have started with the duel, because then this would have died right away. Is what should have happened there. Yeah, I let chat talk me into. Damn it, chat. I'm gonna blame you.
Fifteen seconds remaining.
All right. So these two should kill it. This guy should die, right? Yeah, because it says retaliate.
I'll run through them like a field of wheat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I feel like every time chat suggested a line so far, like, which not that different from Magic, right? But every time chat suggested a line, I've gone back and like, that wasn't very good. I shouldn't have done that. Let's heal this guy up. And again, I didn't use his thing to make a creep last turn either. So now I get to deploy 2 guys. So return an allied hero to the fountain. I need some plates and stuff, some armors. I have weapons and not armors. So obviously both of these are going into lane 2 here. So I want to make sure I don't lose lane 2. Nice that my creep got into this lane too. Yeah, I need to just, I understand that people are learning too, but I need to stop listening to people basically, because people are making suggestions and I don't have enough experience to know that they're wrong offhand. I need to just like start assuming they're wrong instead of assuming they know more than me, because most people know as little as I do or even less. Sure, and I understand that, and it's on me, right? Like it's not on you all. I know less about this game than Magic, so when chat suggests something, I'm more inclined to listen to what they're saying because I don't have the experience like I do in Magic to go, no, that's stupid, I shouldn't do that. Alright, so there's no improvements here. All of their stuff is dying. When you play a red card, this thing gets bigger. I don't have any weapons on any of these. Gains, give a hero 2 armor, get initiative. Stun a unit blocking allied red hero this round. Move that unit's allied neighbors to random other lanes. That's unfortunate. So they made my things fight each other. That's fine. This guy's huge and he's just clearing their whole board here. He already has weapons and stuff on him. I don't have any improvements here. Am I even doing that? I'm just gonna pass priority here. This thing's huge. Sven's ready to punch stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep initiative going into the next lane. Okay, so now they made him bigger, so he's not gonna die, which means I want to put God Strength on here, so that way he's big enough to kill this. So I want to just take out their whole board here. Fight. So he knocks all of those off. I collect a ton of money, so that's good for going into combat. So now, like, I'm kind of ahead in lane 2, right?
This is my battlefield.
So what are the improvements they have over here? Man, I'm about to lose this tower over here. I'm gonna go ahead and smash that so they don't kill my hero here.
You thought you could fight the champion of the Sunken Isles?
Who needs magic? You're nothing but a shell of what you used to be.
So this doesn't get to fight now. So I want a new orders this, which repositions it to here. So that way I can take this hero out this turn. So this tower is going to take 1. At the start of the next turn, it takes 2. So this thing's effectively at 3 right now. Yeah, my plan to try and win on this lane is probably not going to be particularly good.
This will help me stay in the fight.
I don't have a Warhammer-esque explanation for this game. If you do this, so this isn't like Warhammer in that I'm the only one making content for it. So if you do some Google searches, here's a video from Kriparian that explains the game pretty well. Oh, is it gonna take 2? Oh, it does take 2 for the march as well. Okay, so I have lost the game then. I have to either win in the middle or I'm dead. Which I don't know is gonna be possible. Oh, I guess I'm technically killing them in the middle here at the moment. So if I don't win this middle lane, my tower's gonna die over here at the start because of their upgrades. Yes, the top left-hand corner of the screen, the check marks under the heroes show you how many heroes are coming back the following turn. Ooh, duel's really good. So ideally, I want to have initiative going into the second lane, which they just gave me. So
I will scorch the earth.
all right, so to start here, I want to start with duel, which will kill this, and I believe if I kill this, then now they can't play things, and this is going to kill their tower. So I've like stolen. I think I've stolen the game. So if they don't have heroes in this lane, they can't play cards. And now my big beefer here is just going to like smash their tower. So I'm going to press this button, and we're going to win the game. That was a really close game. So I was going to lose on the third lane when we moved to start there because they had things that dealt 6 damage total to my tower, and it was at 6. I'm pretty confident that try to 80 a tower is just never a plan. Yeah, the button looks different if it's lethal. Yes, correct. Correct. The button is different if you're going to click it and kill their tower. So it gives you a heads up that, hey, idiot, click this button unless you're trying to BM. Yeah, exactly, J-Man Dog. The games are best of 1, but you're kind of playing 3 games at once, so. Alright, so Burning Oil gives my tower Retaliate. I'm actually just gonna hold off on that because nothing's hitting my tower yet. Looks like my opponent's playing the mono green decks. We have mono green versus mono red. So my only card that costs 3, unless you start with 3 resources at the start of the game, so smash the defenses grabs an improvement off of them, and they're not going to have any improvements to start, so his first turn's just going to be passing. It's really unfortunate that we're just shy of killing him. Yeah, they do not have every possible color combination in their pre-built decks. Yeah, during deck building, you can choose what heroes you're playing. So the thing that I am playing right now is a pre-constructed deck gauntlet. So it's free to play. You don't have to have the cards. You don't have to have the cards in these decks to play it. And you get to just play with the decks that have been put together. From 1 into lane 2, killed their hero lane 2. It would not have, because Burning Oil gives the tower Retaliate, and their hero wasn't hitting my tower. So this gives my tower Retaliate. So basically it says, hey, every time something hits your tower, it's going to take 2. This is the 3rd deck that I have played. I don't have anything to buy because we didn't really kill any heroes here. So unlike the last game where our opponent was playing blue and black heroes that were extremely squishy, in this game, our opponent's playing green heroes, which are pretty resistant, just like our red heroes. So no heroes died in that first round. Yes, this is very, very similar to the Pokemon theme deck format, basically. Which seems like a great way to get a feel for, like, what the game is offering. What's my favorite color? So far, I think blue. After you play a non-item card costing 2 or less modifiers. So I'm going to put this on here because I want to get him more attack so I can kill their hero. Yeah, Meepo is definitely my favorite hero so far. Meepo color, best color, definitely. The blue-red deck seems like a sweet mix, just like of controlling elements and other things like that. So again, modify versus give is modify means that it gains that text permanently. So this thing gets bigger every time I play cheap cards on this lane now.
I offer you this protection.
Gives your tower +2 mana. That's pretty good. So they're a ramp deck, basically, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and put Burning Oil on this lane just because it triggers this to modify him to be permanently bigger. So again, if combat happens right now, this is going to die. This is going to die.
Branch will not break.
+2 and retaliate. Well, that's unfortunate. Do I want a double-edged sword here? I kind of want a double-edged sword here. If I double-edged sword here, these two will trade, and this will get bigger permanently. I think I'm okay with that.
My axes are sharper.
Because, like, that takes out their only hero in this lane, and while it kills one of my heroes, this one's still around. And now, ideally, I'm going to want to try and make sure I have initiative going back into lane 1 here, so that way I can smash their defenses to get rid of their ramp thing before it starts.
Will pay.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do here, so we'll just pass. So I don't have anything in the middle lane. They don't have anything in the first lane. And I'm just going to pass here. Like, this is okay for me. Not that I have anything to do. That's unfortunate. Now their guy is killing mine and I'm not killing theirs. But I don't have any plays I can make here. So I don't have heroes in lanes 1 or 2 or 3 at the moment. And I only have 1 hero redeploying. You can tell from the upper left there's 1 check mark. Again, anyone who's watching this, if you haven't watched multiple how to play videos, I would encourage you to go watch how to play videos first before coming in here and just trying to understand what's going on. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the plus attack thing. Highly recommend checking out how to play video. So I'm going to go ahead and put this Dorko over here, hoping to get him to deploy in the middle, so that way he can kill this hero that only has 2 health left. Again, I choose which lanes my heroes deploy into, but I don't get to pick where they deploy in that lane. I think when they redeploy, they put themselves next to a creep. No, it's random. Alright, so they put their hero over here, which makes sense because it was the place they didn't have a hero and you need a hero here to play cards. I have the initiative coming into this lane, so I'm going to start with smash their defenses. So I can go ahead and just get rid of this and get rid of their extra mana before they have a chance to do anything. So again, my opponent gets a chance to play a card here, but they don't get to respond to my card. This card, this is the most offensive card in Artifact so far in my experience. It's just completely rancid to play against, and if there's more cards like this in this game, it's probably not the game for me. So basically, every time something would die in this lane, you can see there's question marks now. My opponent gets to flip a coin, and if they flip heads, it just doesn't die.
There's no weapon I cannot wield. This suits me.
Alright, I guess I'm just passing it again. Let's see if we flip heads or not. Hey, look, their card, they paid 5 mana and their card literally did nothing because they lost their, they lost their thing. Lost their coin flips.
I bring wisdom and power.
No, I just think that type of effect is just like pretty rancid. That type of effect always leaves someone feeling cheated. So like in that first instance there, my opponent gets left feeling cheated because they played a card and their card basically had no text. And if a different situation happens, I leave feeling cheated because their card like effectively negated my stuff. And again, I really wanted this guy to deploy here so I could kill their hero, but it didn't, so I don't have anything I can really do here.
I'll tear my enemies apart.
I feel like we're super far behind. There's not a whole lot I can do here. But that being said, I guess I have 3 heroes coming back, but they have 2 heroes coming back. All right, so where am I punting? I feel like this is the point where I have to decide which lane I'm punting. I think I'm punting mid. This guy's at 4, and this doesn't have armor, so I'm going to go ahead and put him down over here, and I'm going to put these 2 on the right. I want to try and knock this hero out of here. Perfect. Damn it. And my deploys on the right sucked for me because my deploys on the right didn't get my hero in front of their only hero here, so their hero gets to live because it creep deployed there. So again, that's one of the variant aspects of the game is I don't get to control that. So this guy has cleave, so I think I just put God Strength on here, because if I give him +4, it's going to make him big enough to kill this and kill this. Maybe kill these. It'll make him big enough to maybe kill these, because this card is rancid dog poop.
Even now, my strength grows.
Give a unit -4 attack. Alright, well none of that worked out. So cheating death. Doesn't matter. That's pretty good. Give it immunity. I feel like we've lost this game already. Oh, I can smash the defenses. They're cheating death. That's a good call. Yeah, I should do that in that first lane. I'm pretty sure we're dead here. I don't know. Like I don't actually know if we're dead. That's the thing about new games. So like I concede a lot when we're playing modern because I know when we're dead there. But I don't actually know when we're dead in this game. So I've had a couple of games where I felt really far behind, but I think it's important to keep playing in a game like this because I don't actually know how to evaluate how far behind or ahead I am in a given game, in a given situation. So I just don't have enough experience playing the game yet. So I have 6 here. There's really, I think I'm going to put the Stonehall Elite over here.
Fool, red mist, it makes no difference.
Just keep my tower alive. So all of these are going to die and they pass. So if I click this, combat's going to happen. I think that's okay with me. Oh, I should make this, right?
The jungle protects its own.
So I have some money now. That's a pretty good one. Equipped hero has +4 health. Whenever an opponent draws a card, give that card +1 lock if equipped hero is in any lane. I'm gonna get this one. The boar would lower Drow's attack. When Loyal Beast deals damage to a unit, modify that much. Oh, that's good to know. I honestly forgot I had the activated ability over there.
Together we will protect the forest.
Stun a unit blocking an allied red hero, move that. Why do I need to double edge? I don't really like if I don't need to duel, right? Like I could just double edge here and then these will trade. These will maybe trade. Oh no, I can smash the defenses, the stupid cheating death, right? So if I smash the cheating death, these will trade.
Enemies will gaze upon me in fear.
So I smash this one. What does that one do? Stun a unit blocking allied red hero, deal 2 damage. Well, that's pretty good. So I'm just gonna pass if they... Alright, so they warped him out.
Blood may now run.
I mean, there's really not a lot of reason to duel here. Like, if I kill... They've got 2 heroes redeploying next turn, so, like, killing this hero doesn't really accomplish anything in this lane for me. It, like, keeps my creep alive and kills my heroes. I think I just want to, like, 14 their tower. So this lane is completely punted, so I need to figure out... Can I win here and here, basically? So I've got... You can see by the top left that I've got 1 hero coming back in next turn. Oh, I probably wanted priority going into this lane so I could duel to kill this. I guess I'm probably going to get to do that.
I'm not here to coddle you. I'm here.
All right, so now I could do this to this. Oh, do they both die? Oh, does that have retaliate? And it totally had retaliate, didn't it? I think I missed the retaliate there. Yeah, I don't really want to use this. I don't need to stun anything here.
That's better.
I'm just going to start timing people out when they don't follow the rules. If you want to tell me to do something, you need to tell me why to do it. I have no idea. I have very little idea what's going on in this game. And if you're not explaining yourself, I'm just timing you out because you're giving me bad advice. All right, so these dorks have this kind of under control over here. I'm going to slide this over here so I can maybe not lose that lane.
Unquestionable.
So if I God Strength here, it'll get me 2 more on here. So if I God Strength plus Poise Strike here, I'll get to kill this hero.
And match my strength.
Assuming everything else goes as planned.
Time to deal with these interlopers.
No one can evade my blade. The power.
Yeah, I think this game's basically over. Yeah. Let's just pack this one up. Like, you know, this deck doesn't have any AoE in it. So like being able to like not deal with those other ones, like we're dead in the middle lane and the left lane was just like unwinnable. I'm doing all right. No, if your hero is stunned, you can't play cards. So if you don't have a hero or your hero is stunned in a lane, you cannot play cards in that lane. This game has a lot of prison-like elements to it. If you're someone who likes lantern control, you probably will like this game. Heroic results pretty good, especially with all these cheap cards early. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and like stack this dork up right away.
To prepare for battle.
I heard it was Raynad described this game as like you're just taking a giant math test every time you play it, and the more I play it, the more I feel that way. And I don't know that that's necessarily a turnoff for me, but I definitely could see why that descriptor is accurate for the game. I mean, everybody's biased. Everybody's got different kinds of bias. Like, being able to recognize what people's bias is ideal. So this has cleave. So I could double-edged sword this and kill their hero here if I wanted. It makes this take 8 more, but that might actually be worth it. Just, like, kill their hero. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. It puts this to 1, but, like, lets me get 5 gold. And I could maybe buy a heal thing for this next turn. A hero comes back 2 turns after it dies. And I don't know that it's necessarily fair to say that like Raynad's super biased and he's saying that because he's biased, because like if you hear him talk about like Magic and Magic Arena, he's very positive about that game. He likes Arena a lot. Equipped hero has 4 health. I'm gonna get the heal for now. So I don't have anything in play over here, so if I want to play cards over here, I have to deploy that way, and they're probably going to deploy that way because of this, so hopefully my 512 can like get them over there. I heard Day 9 talking. I was watching Day 9 stream for a couple of hours in between when I took off for my Magic stream this morning and doing this now, and he said something that really resonated with me that I think is very true. There's a bunch of people talking about this game like, this is how the meta works, and these are the cards that we know are good for certain, and these are cards that we know are bad for certain, and we work in all these ultimatums about this game that very few people have played. It's just like, I understand that there was a closed beta that went on that like people played a bunch of games in, but to have this idea that like everybody who played that made all correct conclusions. All right, so duel is actually a great pickup here because this is, again, will show off the prison elements here. Because I have initiative here, I get to duel this into this and kill their hero, and now they just can't play cards in this lane this turn. Just like, bye friend.
I'll fight till my last breath.
And then I can go ahead and put Bronze Legionnaire here.
It's an honor to fight alongside.
Which is going to kill that. How much health does this thing have? It's got 16, so I don't want to burn my potion just yet. And they've got 2 heroes coming back next turn. I've got 2 heroes coming back next turn, so very similar. There is not a ladder in this game. There's basically, if you played Hex or Magic Online, they've basically copied the model for like pay-to-play constructed gauntlets.
I don't fear death.
Things saying 1, don't use Reddit. It's just bad. 2, if I wasn't a content creator trying to promote content, I'd probably never post on Reddit. The people like to think that things are solved, because if things are solved, there's less work for them to do. It's just easier to say things are solved than it is to go, oh, we can spend effort working on this and do better. Hey, Modal, thank you for the 9-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. All right, so I've got 2 heroes here. So I need to look at the board and decide what I want to do here. I think I'm going to drop this over here because there's no creeps going over here. So this is, unless they put one of these here, this is very likely to spawn across from here and kill it. And then Tides, I don't know what I want to do with him, actually. So I have a Poise Strike. Yeah, I'm gonna put Tides in the middle, actually, because if Tides spawns across from their 5/5 in the middle, I can Poise Strike and finish their guy off. Yeah, from what I understood, especially with regards to Constructed, is that Constructed Constructed had so little popularity during the closed beta that you literally couldn't find matches of Constructed. You had to like private message people to find matches of Constructed because nobody was playing Constructed in the closed beta. All the people were doing was drafting. Any chance you could summarize how this game is played? Google it. This game has a lot going on. There's like a number of like 10 to 15 minute how to play videos. And it's just easier for you to go find one that's easily organized and then come back. Like, I know that sounds kind of rude, but like, if I just like re-explain the entire game every time someone comes in, that's all I'm gonna be doing. Semi-pro Magic player. I'm a semi-something. Alright, so I don't know what we really want to do here. So, modify this with 2 attack and 2 health after blocking unit dies. None of these have cleave. So I could put this in here, but like, it doesn't really do anything with the 5/5. I think I want to put the maul on here because it means I'll kill this and get 5 spillover to the tower. No, I want to put the maul on something blocked because giving siege means I'll get to do more. And I don't think I want to play any cards here. No, the first set is entirely out. I only paid 55 bucks, Jin. I bought Kent's 1-day PAX badge and he went and got keys for us both. Cheating death. Screw that card. Screw that card. Screw that card. So if I put fight through on here, it would be like gaining 3. I don't know if that's really worth it though. Let's just have this happen. Yep. And from my understanding, this isn't just a card that's in these pre-constructed decks. Cheating Death is a format staple for the people that were playing green and constructed. And again, like, I don't think everything's like we 100% know everything that's good, but I'd be pretty surprised if this card's not playable. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of merch stuff on my website, Captain Command. Yeah, Cheating Death used to cost 3. Move him to another lane, sure. So this is dying. This is taking 5. I might just go ahead and play this out here, honestly. Almost to my practice sword. Can I get a timeout? I got you. Thank you, Immortal. Oh, your tokens in game? I have no idea. I have no idea how any of that works. And again, this is a little bit RNG. I played this here hoping to get some pressure on their tower, and when your card plays, it is a 50% chance to map forward, and it's a 50% chance to map to the left or the right. Oh, I could have played to the left 100% get the tower. Yeah, that's a good point. Hero has 4 health. Hero has 4 attack. I would love a broadsword. Thank you. I don't have any heroes deploying. They have 2 heroes deploying. I feel like one of the biggest things I need to get over in this game, and this is something that I need to think about too, is that killing heroes is not card advantage. I feel like that's something I need to like drill into my head, because it's something that's going to not translate for me until I repeat it to myself a lot and play games in a lot of practice. Because it feels like killing heroes is great and it's card advantage, but it's not. It's just tempo. It's not, it's like the cards for the gold aren't really worth full cards a lot of time, it seems like. All right, so I have the initiative over here. We have 6 mana on this lane.
Betrayed us.
I feel like I don't have anything productive to do over here. This guy's got 2 modifiers on him, so if I play a card here, he's just gonna get bigger. But like, getting bigger doesn't really accomplish anything here.
Fifteen seconds remaining.
I'll take any.
Eventually this will be really good, I think. But like, they just keep throwing crap in front of this, and there's no trample in this game. Yes, heroes keep equipment and text that says modify when they die. So again, killing heroes isn't... So siege isn't trample though. Siege is bonus damage that happens guaranteed.
Once I kill you, I'll be a legend amongst the Uglodi.
Is there a good how-to guide? Yeah, this one, I like this one from Kriparian. Yeah, exactly. Siege is a weird dynamic. It's nothing like trample. It's a weird dynamic. And like, again, like, and this is the thing that feels super awkward in this game. I have this giant idiot here, but they just keep throwing things in front of it, and they're like medium things. So like, the fact that this thing is giant doesn't really do much. Like, I'm gonna hit this for 17 now, but then like next turn they'll probably just put something in front of it, and just like doesn't really matter. All right, so this is Retaliate 2. So this is currently dealing 6 here. So if I God Strength this, it'll kick it up to 8 plus 2 from the Retaliate to kill this. I'm gonna ace this math test, chat. Except they've got cheating death here, so I'm gonna have to flip a coin. So even though I've completed the math test successfully, I have to flip a coin and flip heads to get my A at the end of the class. Do you see that happen? I feel like I don't, Jin.
We travel with
I feel like I would be kind of surprised if that's the case. Yeah, it definitely feels...
I cannot be defeated.
There's a lot of micro number crunching. So I keep hearing people say that this game is complicated, and after playing it, I feel like this game actually isn't that complicated. It's just making you do a bunch of really simple computations in a lot of different places, so it feels overwhelming, even though what you're actually doing isn't that complex, if that makes sense. It's kind of like calling this game complicated is like saying doing 20 addition and subtraction problems at the same time is complicated. It's accurate, but it's not really I don't know that I would refer to it as complicated. It's so like doing 20 multiplication problems at the same time is tough, but like it's not actually as hard as like doing a calculus problem or some other type of upper level mathematics, if that makes sense. There's a bunch of micro decisions, but individually those micro decisions aren't that complicated. It's just you're doing so many of them that it feels overwhelming. Whatever you find hard, equate that to whatever you say is hard. What's going on, Hat Crab Zombie? Thank you for the 12 months. Welcome back. I appreciate it. Sure, there's a ton of strategy in the game. I'm not saying it's not strategic.
My thanks.
Hey, Arkahava, thank you for the 9-month resub. I appreciate it. How am I liking it? I don't know. I don't think I like this deck. I don't know that I dislike Artifact, but like the blue-black deck and this red deck, I don't really think are my cup of tea. I felt like I was enjoying the blue-red games I was playing the other night. This is the third different deck that we've played, and like 2 of them have felt like, nah, this isn't really interesting. It isn't generating interesting gameplay, in my opinion.
We must protect the tower.
We must protect the tower. Well, we really can't do that. Yeah, this deck, this feels like a terror. In fact, I'm just gonna be done with this one. Let's try a different deck. I don't think this is Artifact's fault so much as I'm just like really not enjoying playing this deck. This deck felt like it was trying to be aggressive, but this game doesn't give me, at least this, I don't know if the game does it, but this deck feels like it's trying to be aggressive but doesn't have the tools to actually like close it out. Would you play a standard Ponza deck for a tier 3 sub? I have no idea. I would need to see what that looks like. Probably not. We should play the cheating death deck? Probably. Yeah, we should probably try the mono green deck and like play that from the other side.